Actually raise it up and get it more than 10 feet off.
Hello there, 689 California. Good to hear you in there. 999 British Columbia, waving back.
A portion of it, like a dipole, take and prop it up. I forgot what they called it, but it's
I'm glad to hear we're getting out somewhere. 689 State of California. You have a great day. 999 Vancouver, British Columbia, back on the side.
Good morning, 999 Steve. How's it going there, sir?
It's going, I guess it's okay, John. How are you?
Yeah, not doing too bad. Just on a bit of a lunch break here and heard you in there, so just waving a hand your way, sir.
Oh, I'm not a sir. That's your dad.
All right, what should I address you as then? I usually just say all rise when I hear you key up there, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
I don't know, your holiness, your godliness, supreme commander, I don't know, many hats fit.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with any of the above then. I'll just tick off all those boxes, how's that?
Yeah, no, you're sounding good, your radio's working well for you. So you're on the Ranger, is that right?
Actually, I'm on the Yaesu right now, but I do switch between the two from time to time there, Roger.
Okay, all right. Yeah, they both sound good. What can I say?
Roger that. Well, I'm just goofing around here with my GoPro camera there, so I'm going to see if I can't get this on video, and if I can, I'll pass it along to you there.
Oh, yeah, send me the link. Hey, I forgot to ask you, how high is your antenna?
The Moxon?
Yeah, how high you got that thing up?
Oh, probably, I would say about 26 feet, something like that.
Okay, all right, that should be working well for you. You know, in all honesty, John, I kind of wish I would have just stayed with my Moxon and not bothered buying the next two antennas that came afterwards, because, you know, the Moxon is a really underrated antenna. A lot of people really aren't that familiar with it, and yet it does a fantastic job. And I hear you swinging yours around, and I can tell a huge difference between when you point towards me and point away from me. You know, it's definitely very directional. And, you know, I think for the most bang for the buck, I just don't think you can beat it. I give you nothing but kudos on choosing that antenna, because most people would not have gone in that direction. And I think, if looking back, you know, I think I should have just kept mine up in the air. The only reason I took mine down was the rotator broke, and so I was changing rotators. But, you know, in looking back on the whole thing, I should have just stuck a new rotator on it and put it right back up again, and saved a lot of money, to be honest.
Well, I appreciate that, Steve. I truly do. I did quite a bit of research, and I was heavily considering going the route that you did with the Joe Gunn, because I really like what I'm hearing from that setup. And now I just kept researching, and I thought to myself, you know what? For under 200 bucks, I'm going to try this sucker because it's lightweight, it doesn't take up much of a footprint, and I can use, you know, a lightweight rotor to boot. So I'm trying it out, and so far I'm liking it. Like I said, time will tell, but no, thanks for the flowers. I appreciate that.
Well, I think you made a really good choice. I know that they advertised that the TV, you know, light-duty TV type rotator is good enough. I found it wasn't. You know, with the winds that we get, my rotator failed. So, you know, I don't know what you're using there. You might want to, if yours fails, if you're using something like that, like the really basic rotator, if it does fail, don't put another one up. You know, spend the money and get something a little bit better.
Yeah, roger that. I checked out some videos and read some, you know, some reviews of what people are using. And yeah, it's not like a lightweight TV rotor. I forget the exact model number. I'd have to look it up there. It's fairly skookum, but yeah, if it does fail, of course, yeah, I'm not going to fool around. Go with something a little more robust.
Everybody's got their own standards.
I think you'll be just fine. If you've got something a bit better than the absolute basic one like what I had, if you've got something the next step up, I don't think you're going to have any problems. You know, like for the most part, mine did pretty good, but the wind eventually got it. But like I said in that email, you know, I worked the world off that antenna. You know, Europe and Asia and all over the place. I mean, and yeah, you know, the Joe Gunn is a great antenna, and the Mako V-Quad, they're all good antennas, but, you know, bang for the buck, I just don't know, I don't think you can beat that Moxon. And, you know, like, especially with the Joe Gunn, it was not cheap, it was a lot of money, and it works well, and it probably will survive, you know, the winter, which had me pretty upset the way my V-Quad went, but, you know, I also know that my Moxon went through several winters without any issues, so I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I tend to think I should have just stuck with the Moxon, and I think you're going to get a lot of good fun out of yours between your location and, you know, just the way you're doing things. I think the Moxon is really going to serve you quite well.
Well, that's good to hear, 999. I appreciate that. And yeah, I kind of ran it past Larry178 down there in Washington State as well. He's been doing this an awful long time, and when I kind of, you know, ran it past him to get his feedback, he knows people personally that use the same one as well. And he said, yeah, go for it, you know, just try it out, see what happens. And yeah, so far so good, knock on wood. We'll see how she goes there.
All right, good deal. All right, I know we're probably tearing up the channel here. I got a lot of skip coming in here, so I'll clear with you. I'm going to just play with it here for a little bit there, see what happens. But we'll catch up later, and yeah, enjoy the antenna, enjoy the DX, and all that good stuff. 204, British Columbia, 999, British Columbia.
All right there, 999. Always a pleasure to hear you in there. And sorry, just swallowing up some soup here that I just recently had. I gotta clear my throat. Okay, 999, 204 here, back on the side.
Check.